Okay, so what's involved in an Oracle licensing audit? Typically, well, let's begin by saying if you're using Oracle software, you've accepted terms and conditions, like whether that's you've signed a contract or you could have just downloaded it from the homepage and clicked a box accepting terms and conditions. But within those terms and conditions, Oracle reserves the right to audit you, okay? So as a user, you could receive a formal audit letter from Oracle referencing your contract, invoking a formal audit, or it could be an informal audit. Maybe one of your account managers is asking you to declare what you're using, okay? Someone from the Software Investment Authority team is asking you what you're using. So what does that involve? Firstly, they're going to ask you to fill out a spreadsheet, simple Oracle Server worksheet, and on that spreadsheet, this is for technology now, they'll ask you to declare what servers you have running Oracle, what make of server they are, how many processors per server, how many cores per processor, what kind of applications are running on a technology, what versions of database have you got installed, how many users. As well as that, they'll ask you to run a script. Now the script can detect any software installed. So it will detect the type of software, the quantity of software, and it can also detect how long the software is being used. So if you've been unknowingly using Oracle database options, for example, for 5 years, that could be a big bill, okay? And then when they finish a usage analysis, they'll look at your contracts and they'll measure, your license contracts versus your usage. Now, many clients, they don't know what they're using and they don't even have copies of their contracts, so you're at a big disadvantage. And then they'll give the output to a licensed expert who will present the findings to you. And that's usually a bad conversation. So my advice would be, look, be prepared or be prepared to fail. So I would always say, don't wait till you're being audited to find out what you're using, what you can use. Do an independent assessment in advance. Work with an expert. Definitely work with an expert, because nominating someone from your team to be a part-time expert is like putting someone in a chess match against a chess master. Don't expect to win, and just learn the basics. And I'm going to post a little video or a webinar on the basics of Oracle licensing, and it's important, I think, to understand the basics also. I hope this helps.